Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. So it's my friends over at yarnspirations.com. Today's the Generous Crochet Scarf. I accidentally found this on yarnspirations.com. The color of this actually captured my attention, and then I'm like, what is going on with the detail there? So I obviously had to click it and find out what's going on. So today I have a beautiful, it's a lace lattice kind of look. I've never done this particular stitch combo using half double crochet before, so this is new for me. And I also crocheted a mini sample of this so that I could understand it. The yarn that we're looking at in this pattern here is called Bernat Wavelength. It's a relatively new yarn. The yarn is actually changing color on its own, so you'll see that the beautiful marled look creates these kind of tones that you see within this project. So everything that you need to know for color wise is in one ball. You'll need 4 balls of this. It's called the Generous Crochet Scarf for a reason. It's generous. It's actually pretty large. So I really like the fringe on this one as well. I'm not much of a fringe person, but when I look at this kind of fringe, I like this kind of fringe versus just yarn that's just kind of dangling here. It's more controlled. So let me show you my sample here. There's also a crochet diagram on page number 2. So here's what it looks like. It actually has a diamond lace where the diamond is suspended here within the chain work itself. Really easy pattern to be able to maintain, and I did one whole repeat of this. So once you get one repeat done, you just keep repeating and repeating. The size of the scarf is about 66 inches in length, and of course you can stop or go longer if you would like to. So what we have to pay attention to the most is the ends here so that we can maintain the stitch work as we're going across, and as I mentioned on page number 2 is a diagram. So let's go look at that next. So on page number 2 is a crochet diagram. So we're gonna be chaining 59 loosely to get ourselves started. Now you're going to notice right here is that we're skipping only 3 chains but actually chaining 6 as we do it. You're going to notice it needs to do that in order to have the playful look that is required. So when you go to look at that particular concept here, if you look really carefully, this is the chain 6 skipping over. Maybe I should actually show you on screen. This is chain 6 skipping over here. So this chain 6 literally pulls up into this diamond, and that's why that's happening. So when you look at it from a diagram point of view, you don't always see that. So we're gonna be able to get ourselves started, and then the nice thing about it is that there are double or half double crochets that are added in. So you have it one time first, and then you have it another time. There's 3. You just put it around the chain and it literally will balance itself and pull itself in order to work. So I'm gonna take you through the complete repeat of this pattern from 1 all the way to 10, and then you repeat round rows number 3 to 10 as long as you want to, and I'll also review the fringing that is involved. So without further ado, you'll need a 6.5 millimeter size K crochet hook, and we are using Bernat Wavelength yarn today. So let's get started. It's a relatively dark yarn for filming today. It's what I have in stock, so that's what we're gonna use. So we want to start off with our first chain, and this is an easy level, which I would agree with as well, of chaining of 59, but do it kind of loosely, so just be a little bit extra slack. So 1 2 3 4 5, go all the way to 59 for me right now, and I'll see you back at the end of this chain. So if you'd like to do the multiples and making this bigger, you can do multiples of 10 plus 9. So you do 10 10 10 10. When you're happy, just add an extra 9 and it will work out for you. If you've just done chain 59, you're still good to go. So let's continue. We're gonna do a 1/2 double crochet 10th chain from the hook. So just going back behind the hook, so just 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and the 10th one, and turn it around and get the back hump of the 10th, and just kind of pinch this like that. So just wrap and pinch, and by pinching it you're preventing it from kind of unwrapping at the hook. So then just pull through and then pull through all 3. So you're doing a 1/2 double crochet 10th chain from the hook. So now you're just gonna go across the chain, and you're going to do the next 6. So there's gonna be a total of 7 of these 1/2 double crochets in a row. So count the first one you did, and then this one, so that's number 2 and 3 4 5 6 and 7. So verify you have your 7. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and now you're going to chain 6. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, and skip only 3 chains. So 1 2 3, go to the 4th and do another 7 1/2 double crochets in a row. And I want you to do that all the way across your chain. So just remember, you're gonna chain 6 and then skip only 3 and then put 7 in a row, and then you'll chain 6, skip another 3 and put 7 in a row, and you'll do that all the way to the edge. I'll meet you on the other side of this chain where we'll review on how to finish this section. So eventually you'll come to the other side and you will have 3 chains left. That means that we're right. And now we're only gonna chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are just going to put in the last chain 1 treble. So wrap that hook twice, come into the last chain and do a treble. So just wrap twice and coming in, pull through 2, 2 and 2. So you would have noticed here that these ones here just naturally want to come up. The diamond is going to be suspended in that, so that it needs to pull up in order to do that. So let's turn our work and move on to row number 2. This is not part of the repeat, but you'll be doing it in the future, but the repeat actually starts from rows number 3 through 10. Let's begin number 2. We're going to chain 2, and in the first one you're going to half double crochet. So in the instructions it states that a chain 2 does not count as a stitch. So don't include that chain 1 as a stitch, or sorry, chain 2 as a stitch. Here's the nice easy way to remember this. Everything is in sets of 4 except for if the diamond is just being suspended on its own. So if you can remember 4, it's so much easier. So just go 1, 2, 3, 4. So you chain 4, and now you're just gonna skip the first one out, right, and you want to come to the second so that you can make this diamond like this. Okay, so this one's now gonna get smaller. So you want to be very consistent on how you're doing it. So you're just gonna come to the second one, which is right here, and you're gonna half double crochet into that one plus 4 more of its friends. So last time there was 7 across. Because we're now gonna get smaller, there's only gonna be 5. So just count 5 half double crochets and then you're done. Just like that. So there's now 5. Now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in this chain 6 space right here you want to apply 1 half double crochet. So just go around the space itself and pull through and pull through, and it's by itself, so just move on. So chain 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to skip to the second one again and do the next 5 in a row, and then chain 4, and then do the next half double crochet in the next chain. So do that all the way across. This is row number 2, and I'll see you close to the end of this row. So when you come out to the end, you're still gonna chain your 4, and you need to put in a half double crochet. It's the 5th one, so if you want to count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's about the 5th one away. Just eye it up if you're not sure, and just do a half double crochet in there, and that'll hold it open. So it's a half double crochet, and that's the end of row number 2. You're going to turn your work, and now we're gonna begin the repeat pattern from 3 to 10. Let's begin. Chain 2 does not count as anything, it's a builder, and you're going to put in 1 half double crochet in the same stitch. So you're now gonna get bigger, and the diamond is gonna start peeping out from the edge. So just around this chain, just put in another half double crochet. It'll pull it together with it, so that's the wonderful thing about it. You're now gonna chain that magic number of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time there was only 5 stitches in a row. This time we're gonna get smaller, so we're gonna go and do only 3 in a row this time. 1, 2, 3. So because you built out here, this chaining 4 starts a little later so that you can have the nice diamond shape going in. Chain 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Come into the space before this half double crochet, and there's gonna be 3 in this one. So the next one is gonna be into the stitch itself, and then the third one is around the chain on the other side of that stitch. So you see that there's 3 here and 3 here, if you can get that. So chain 4, skip the first one, and just do the next 3. So 1, 2, 3, then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, come into the space, the next one, half double crochet, come into the next space stitch, and then go into the space right after. And so you got your 3 in a row. And I want you to do that all the way across. This is row number 3. You're gonna see the diamond is getting smaller, and then a new diamond right here is starting to form. When you get all the way across, you're going to go into the space, That's before the end. And don't be confused. Let me try that again while I'm talking to you. So don't be confused that that chain 2 is counting as a stitch. It's only one there even though it looks like there's 2, and then just half double crochet in the last one. So you have 2 in the last. So this is the end of round number 3 or row number 3. Let's move on to row number 4. Row number 4, we're gonna finish off this diamond here, and this diamond is gonna get bigger. So to start row number 4, chain up 2, counts as nothing, and you're going to half double crochet in the first 2 stitches available to you. But we need to continue to build this diamond to be bigger, so go into the space and add one more. So there's a total of 3 in a row that's peeking out on this side. You're now going to chain 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and come into the middle one only. So you're skipping the first one, going to the second, over, and half double crocheting, and then chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this diamond's getting bigger, so this is the end of the peak of this diamond. So you come into the space first, so 1, and then do all 3 that are there. So 2, 3, and 4, and we have to do the space right after. So there's gonna be a total of 5 in a row. So in the space before, space after, and 3 in the middle. Chain 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, come into the second one over and finish this diamond. Chain 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, come into the space first, then go into the 3 that exist, 2, 3, and 4, and then go into the space. This is your 5. So please do this all the way across. This is row number 4. The end of row number 4 here is you're gonna chain 4 to get there first, come into the space, put in a half double crochet, and then finish off the final 2 that are there. So don't get confused with that chain 2 is counting as anything. That's your biggest advice, I guess, on the edges on this one. So that's the end of row number 4. Turn your work, and now let's begin number 5. So 5, we're still gonna get bigger in this diamond, and here we're going to now create a space. So remember how we chained 6 before? We're gonna be chaining 6 and jumping right over the top of this. Let's chain 2 to begin. So row number 5, and so you're gonna do 4 in a row, so the first 3 are already in, and then you're just gonna add the space, the next space for the 4th one. So go right into the first space. So there's your 4 in a row. You're now going to chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come into the space over here, and you are gonna add the other 5 that exist here. So let's count those out. So let's just say that this one in the space is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the space will be the 7th. So you have 7 in there. You're now going to chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come into the next space over here and do the first one. So that's 1, and then start in the actual stitch work. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the 7th is in the space. And then you're gonna keep doing that. So what this chain 6 is doing is that, see how this was suspended here? The next one is gonna pull up and suspend the next diamond that'll be sitting there. So please do this all the way across for row number 5. So coming up to the end of number 5, I'm gonna come into the space first and then finish off then the last 3 that are there. So 1, 2, and 3. So that gives you, with that space one, a total of 4. Let's turn our work, and now let's begin row number 6. So row number 6, this diamond here is gonna start getting smaller. This diamond here is now gonna start getting smaller, and this diamond here is gonna start to form. Let's begin number 6. Chain up 2 counts as nothing, and only single or half double crochet in the first 3 only. So 1, 2, and 3. So that means that you're gonna skip over this last half double crochet and chain 4 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In the space, just like we did down here, is 1 half double crochet by itself, and then that's it. You can move on and then chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here the diamond is now gonna start getting smaller, so go second one in and do only 5 in a row. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, come into the next space, half double crochet in, and then chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this diamond gets smaller. So that's what you're gonna do for this row. So this is row number 6. So I'm coming up to the end of row number 6, so just chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, skipping the first one, just go to the second and just do the last 3 in a row. So 1, 2 and 3. So now we're going to just turn and do row number 7. Row number 7, we're gonna still make this diamond smaller, and this diamond here is gonna get smaller, and this one continues to build. Let's do number 7. So chain up 2 and half double crochet in the first 2 only. So 1 and 2, so you're ending 1 earlier. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and right in the space before this half double crochet, half in first, then go into the stitch. So this is the second stitch, and then the space after, that's 3. So there's 3 in a row. Chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one there was 5. You're skipping the first one, so you're only gonna do 3 in a row after you skip the first one. So it's like it was before. The difference is that you've shifted over slightly. When we did that before, it was over here. Now we're doing it here. That's why there's such a long repeat. So chain 4, come into the space first, then the stitch. So this is the second of 3, and then the space right after, and then chain 4, and then this one, skip the first one and do the first 3, and continue to do that for row number 7 as we're making our way across. So let's figure out the end of row number 7. Chain 4, and then you just do the last 2 only. It's not a hard pattern to be able to memorize. You just kind of look at what's going on in the pattern to make sense of it. Let's do row number 8. So row number 8, we're still gonna get bigger here, and this one here is gonna finish off. So let's begin number 8. So you're gonna chain 2 and just do 1 half double crochet in by itself, and skipping the second one, and chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Come into the space before the next set. So that was 1, and do the 3 that are sitting there. So this is 2, 3, 4, and do the space right after. So now you got 5 in a row because you're getting bigger, and then chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 3 sitting here, so that means that you're just gonna skip the first one and just do 1 half double crochet on its own, and then move on. So chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the space before, and then 3 that are sitting there. So this is technically number 2, 3, 4, and then the space will make up 5. Chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then coming up into the next one and just do 1 on its own. So continue to do that. That's row number 8. Finishing up row number 8, chain 4, and then just 1 half double crochet in the last stitch. So that was row number 8. So now you're gonna turn your work and do row number 9. Number 9 is the one you need to watch for the most. And in number 9 we need to start off with a chaining of 7. So let's just count this out strategically. So 1, 2, 3, that's your first kind of main stitch, and then 4, 5, 6, 7 is going to be what you're going to concentrate on. So if I want you to think of something, remember how we skipped over all these stitches in the beginning? It's kind of what we just did here, the way that we just did that. So if you can think of that, it'll probably be easier. Come into the space just before this grouping of 5 and just do a half double crochet, and then do the 5 in a row. So this is technically number 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is the widest part of this diamond. chain total. We want to jump over all of this, so we're going to chain 6. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then just coming into the space over here. So jump right over that middle section, and that keeps that diamond that we just finished suspended in midair. So do the space before plus then the 5 that sit there. So this is technically 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, and then jump, chain 6, and then come to the next space and do this all the way across. This is row number 9, and this is almost the final repeat of our pattern going, and then you just got to keep on going and going. So this is the end of row number 9. Watch how we finish. We're gonna chain 3, so 1 2 3, and we want to treble into the last half double crochet. So if I can just call your attention, let me just finish that and just show you. So that's what we did down here, if you recall, right in the beginning, right? So that's the one you need to watch for the most, and this allows the extra space that you need to have those diamonds suspended. Now row number 10 is the final before the repeat, and then the repeat just matter going back to number 3 and playing this over and over again if you need that help, or unless you understand it already. So row number 10, we're gonna chain up 2, and then the first one is the first half double crochet. So there's your first one in there. So this diamond here is gonna get smaller, and meanwhile we're gonna start creating a new diamond here. So we're technically here, if you see that. So let's begin. Chain 4, and we're gonna go to second one in and only do 5 in a row. So we have 1, if I can just do it, 1 2 3 4 and 5, and then chain 4. So 1 2 3 4, and do a half double crochet right into that chain 6. So you're establishing the new diamond that will be suspended, so it's basically the sister of this one, and then chain 4. So 1 2 3 4, and again skipping the first one and only do 5 in a row. So 1 2 3 4 5, oops, just 5 in a row, and then chain 4, and then just do the space and do this all the way across for row number 10, and you can really start to seeing it coming together now. So I'm coming up to the end of row number 10. So we have this big chain here, so we're gonna chain 4. So 1 2 3 4, and you're going to attach it in this chain section that you see way over here, and you were just going to half double crochet. It's about the 3rd chain up, like that. Okay, so now all you just need to do is reverse the video back if you need help, and go back to row number 10 through 9, or sorry, go back through 3 through 9 over and over. So if you look at where we are right now, we just finished this, which you can see, so we're gonna just keep on going over and over, and you'll see all this aligned within each other, which is awesome. So when you're satisfied with the length of this, it is suggesting to go 66 inches if you would like to, and then you're gonna want to do a fringe. So the fringe is done on both sides, so you can decide to do the fringe or leave it off. It's up to you. I am gonna demonstrate that next. So there's a lot of fringe on this, and you're gonna wanna go right into the chain, not to a space itself. You can decide to be a little more sparse with your fringe, or you know, add more if you want to. It's up to you, but I will show you the way that it's suggesting. So it's telling you right when we stopped, and if it was the other side you would have to join new yarn to it, and you're going to chain a total of 15. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Second chain from the hook, go in the back hump only, and it's telling you to slip stitch all the way back. So slip, and you can count it. I'm not going to. You can see the stitches, and just stay on the back of it and slip all the way back, and it provides a nice thick fringe, but it's a nice fringe that doesn't want to get tangled because it's so thick, so it's not like it's just dangling yarn. So fringe work, I like it like this versus just dangling yarn. I find dangling yarn kind of gets stuck in my zipper of my coat. So this one you're gonna want to watch a good movie see this to keep your mind occupied because it's a little bit of work to do it, but it's still fabulous nevertheless. And you'll come all the way back to the very beginning one. Once you're gone and done that one, you're gonna come into the next chain. So go right into a chain, slip stitch, and then chain a total of 15 again, and then slip stitch all the way back down. If you want to slip over and then maybe slip again, you can do that and then do that, and then you can space those out a little bit more. It's up to you and your patience level and what you want to do, and that would be how you would do the fringe, and I will leave that in your capable hands. So this is how to do the Generous Crochet Scarf by yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. We hope to see you again right here real soon. Bye bye.